This is my other part of my garden. These are the two trees that I got replaced because they sent me the wrong ones. And that's a Alberta and also a Duchess here, and Alberta here. That's closest to the water drums. And over here, that little corner there is where I got my blackberry. Look how it's standing up. This blackberry can't wait to get started because all them wood chips next to it. There's nothing but food there. It's an ample supply of food. Let me explain something to each and every one of you. Your plants are very greedy and they want to eat. And I only know how to feed them natural foods. When I use man-made chemicals, I burn up the roots of my plants because I all that balance, a little of this, a little of that. I could go through that, but I like this natural stuff. See all these wood chips here? That tree is greedy, and it eats, and it eats, and it eats, and it just, and all it wants to do is have sex, which is, that's how it produces. It produces fruit, which is when the tree becomes, in the family way, if you want to put it that way, it produces a fruit, and that inside that fruit, we call it fruit, is well, not eggs, but seed for the next crop of these trees. So the blackberry is the same way. That's right here. It wants to grow, it wants to eat, it wants to get bigger, and it wants to make certain that it survives. That's what it does. And mating is a big part of that. So these trees are big and robust. And all they are is greedy forms of life on your property. That's what they are. And this year I'm going to pay more attention to feeding them properly so that they can produce healthy and strong fruit. And that's what you do, folks. So this will now start getting a weekly feeding of organic food. A lot of the food I will produce myself from my compost piles. But these trees are greedy. So are your vegetables, so are your herbs. All they want to do is eat. And that makes them bigger and stronger faster. So when they produce the fruit fast, the vegetables or the fruit, it's just better. But when you have vegetables, for instance, in the ground, and those vegetables sit there and grow slowly, they get woody, they lose their flavor. Some people will feed a tree at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, and at the end of the year. I'm not going to do that. They're going to get a regular weekly feeding. Out here in the yard again. And we're going to look at some things I'm doing with the grapevines. Okay. All right, first of all, what we did, our first year grapevines, we cut them down to 2 to 3 buds. That's what we did. We're not worried about getting grapes this year. We're worried about getting root development and also developing the plant. We want a big, sturdy, healthy root plant. Definitely roots. So we took the cuttings that we used and we put them here. You just stuck them in the ground. It's got 2 buds on them. And those cuttings are going to produce the exact same identical plant. And if it don't work, I got backups growing in the flower pot that I'm going to be selling next year. And here's one here, another one, that is just a cutting. It doesn't matter the size of the plant, cutting, as long as it has the buds that are healthy enough to produce a viable plant. And you repeat the same thing over again. You just cut it back after the first year to about 2 to 3 buds. And see, like this one, here's a good example. We got one bud here, and we got one bud here. We got another bud on this side, kind of hard to see, but it's a bud here. And whichever bud takes off first is the healthiest. That's the one I'm going to keep. I'm going to eliminate the other 2, allow it to grow up this, just to keep it straight, grow up the bamboo stick, develop a healthy plant. Same thing here. Just using PVC pipe. That's the only thing I'm using here. There you go, 2 to 3 buds. There's a bud on the top there, and again, I'm interested in only the healthy plants. Once they get about pencil thick or thicker, then we'll go from there. This one I haven't decided to cut back yet. Haven't decided to cut that one back yet. But this one here has been cut back. three buds, and it will develop just roots and just a plant. I want a thick, sturdy plant to produce healthy fruit. And these are absolutely, these two here, my two new additions. If the buds break and the plant lives, then we will have additional 2, 3 more grapevines. That's how you build your stock up. Now think about it. All these are seeds from the grocery store. And out of that seeds I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plants. And they cost me, I bought the grapes, I ate the grapes, maybe they cost me $6. This is the Morning Gardener. Thank you.